another exciting edition of NBA basketball. We'll watch the Portland Trailblazers in this one as they go up against the Memphis Grizzlies. With Greg Anthony and Brent Barry, this is Kevin Harlan. We'll be hearing from David Aldridge on the sideline. Hey, Dave.
Thank you, Kevin. The Blazers have now been in the playoffs 8 straight seasons. Damian Lillard says, me and CJ in our careers, we've always won. Now, our team hasn't won the championship, but we've always won. And I think a big part of that is you know how to impact winning and make it happen. Guys, back to you.
He does. When it's on the line, it is Dame time. Thank you, D.A. And the starting group for the Grizzlies. Adams at center with Jackson next to him. Morant is out there with D'Anthony Melton. And it's Bane in at the small forward position. And for the Trailblazers, the veteran pair of Lillard and McCollum are the guards. Powell and Covington up at the forward. And it's Nurkic in at the 5 spot. Early on here, Craig, we already see some second-year players looking much improved over their rookie seasons.
Yeah, and if you put in the work, you're not guessing as much. You're comfortable now with the speed and physicality of the game, and I know I cut way back on my turnovers at the start of my second.
He's a lethal all-around scorer. You have to love the versatility of McCollum's offensive game.
Morant against Lillard. Here's Adams. First shot, first basket. He's out of the blocks fast.
And that's a lesson for the D. Fight harder on the glass.
Yeah, you just can't afford to give up second chance opportunities again and again.
Nurkic can't hit. And so Morant will bring it up for Memphis. They couldn't put the pieces together, losing the last matchup with the Lakers.
Yeah, I mean, on the road, their defense was just overrun. Couldn't match the intensity of the opponent, and it cost them.
Let's hope there isn't any carryover from that letdown in this one.
Now Lillard, following the miss by Jaren Jackson from deep. There's a screen by Covington, and it's Damian Lillard with the 3.
And with some of the deepest range in the league, Lillard has a ton of room behind the arc.
Well, we talk about the clutch scoring of Damian Lillard. I'll put it in black and white. Since he entered the league in 2012, nobody has more makes in the last 20 seconds of a game to tie or go ahead. Nobody.
Here's Lillard, following the basket by John Morant.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
1:14 left to play here in the first. Here's Adams. Rebound by Nurkic. Portland's gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. Covington kicks to Lillard. Passes to Nurkic. Back to Lillard. 6 to shoot. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line.
Defensively, you have to stay as connected as you possibly can, but Damian Lillard is just too good with the ball. That leads to a foul.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
And over the course of last year, he was up over 90%. And with a stroke like that, you see why.
And the first one at the line is good.
Hard to find another guy in the NBA like Lillard who has that special ability to see the game at a high level, communicate to his teammates, and take over when he needs to.
Catching up on the changes for Portland. Zeller, he's checked in for Yusuf Nurkic. Nance comes in for Robert Covington. And it's Simons in for McCollum. Both free throws good from Lillard.
Probably as close to a sure thing as you can have at the free throw line.
Anderson outside. Clark a screen on Powell. It's Anderson with the drive over Nance, and Anderson gets it to go.
Anderson has those long strides anytime he's in the open court. A difficult player to guard when he's going to the rack.
And a little over 2.5 minutes gone here in the first. Jones against Lillard. Over Jones. And it's Lillard missing. Anderson up top, guarded by Powell. Anderson's shot is off. Three-pointer, Lillard, and the last shot at the buzzer doesn't go in for him. So at the end of 1 quarter of play, still a close game. Trailblazers lead by 1. And the second quarter about to get started. We'll be back in just a moment. And one of the better young two-way big men in the NBA, Jaren Jackson. He talked about how his defensive responsibilities grow.
Probably be more of a backline help, talk more, give more help for the rotations because, you know, depending on what team you play, there's a lot of specific things you got to do to guard a certain player.
Now with his 7'4" wingspan, Jackson has all the tools to be an elite rim protector.
But advanced understanding of positioning. His father was an NBA player, so he's been taught the game from a young age.
And we hope you're enjoying the game. Both teams tonight keeping things pretty even so far in the scoreboard. Guys, what stands out from the Blazers so far?
Attacking, drawing fouls. They won that first quarter at the line.
Yeah, they were going right at the opponent here and forcing their hand. I mean, like literally making them foul them.
So the Grizzlies 5 right now. Up at the forward spots, it's Anderson and Jackson. Then it's Morant. And it's Tillman in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. Now here's Morant, following the miss by C.J. McCollum. The pass to Jackson. Shoots over Covington. The offensive rebound. Anderson misses his second shot in 4 attempts from the field. And Simons has got the ball here for the Portland Trailblazers, trailing by 2. They host the Clippers after this game. That'll be the latter half of this 2-game homestand. And at 6'7" with a 7'2" wingspan, Robert Covington, Greg, comfortable guarding power forwards.
Well, he's accustomed to it. In high school, he was the same height, but only weighed 170 pounds. Even then, his coach said he was weak, but he wasn't soft.
Morant's gone 1 of 4 from the field. Simons, the pass to Zeller. He kicks it to McCollum. Back to Zeller. Pass to Simons. Again, the miss by the Trailblazers. Grizzlies have gotten only 1 of their first 4 shots in the second quarter to drop. Jackson passes to Bain. Right wing. It's Morant with the drive. Second shot opportunity. He takes it up and lays it in. Morant's got the lead up to 4 now for the Grizzlies.
Have to respect Morant's activity on the offensive glass. Has an outstanding feel for when to go and attack the board.
And it's Desmond Bain with the foul.
First personal.
That is his first foul of the game. A different look now for Portland. Norkic checked in for Zeller. Norman Powell comes in for Robert Covington. And Lillard subbed in for Anthony Simons. And Memphis also making a switch. DeAnthony Melton. He's checked in for Tillman. Memphis on defense. They haven't allowed any points in the second quarter. And some nice ball movement here by the Trailblazers. Shot clock at 6. Nance with it. And now by Anderson. Here's Nurkic. No good. And they can't put an end to this drought. It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock in game. Here's Melton. Goes straight to the defender for the dunk. Draws the foul. He'll go to the line.
First personal.
That one on Nance.
Oh, he just punches that one down with a fury.
Rubs it in a little deeper with the hanging finish. The Grizzlies shooting their first free throw of the night.
And their numbers from the line last season, they're good, just not great. About 77% as a team.
Grizzlies making a switch here. Adams, he's checked in for Jackson. Brandon Clark comes in for Anderson. Konchar's checked in for Bain. And Tyus Jones subbed in for John Morant. Free throw drops for Melton. 26 seconds left in the first half. Lillard looking around. There's 14 seconds left here in the second. Just 5 to shoot. Nance a screen on Jones. Lillard misses.
His touch from mid-range, that's almost always good. That won't shake his confidence.
And so it's Memphis, bringing the quarter to a close with a 7-point lead. Their defense has been terrific in this game. And we'll be right back after this.
Welcome, everyone, as we dig into the details. Things working out so far for the Memphis Grizzlies.
They're in good shape thanks to the work they're doing on the glass. Their effort has been excellent. The numbers are too, and I don't see those numbers dropping off. They're going to keep doing the dirty work in the second half.
All right, now we can take a quick look here at the upcoming schedule and what the matchups will be.
And that game against the Warriors, clash of the Titans, going against the best team in the NBA. You have to minimize your turnovers, take good shots, and make big plays and big shots. That's a lot to ask, but that's what it's going to take.
That's going to do it for us here at the half. Shaq, any last thoughts?
Well, early I'm thinking about a nap.
Man, that's the only thing you ever think about, man. Come on, big fella.
Well, always smart to keep a good work-sleep balance, I've always said. Shaq,
What
work,
happened?
sleep, a little of both. Work, sleep.
Unsullied since 1989. What'd you say?
We hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. We're halfway through the game. Nice game. Great performance by Kyle Anderson.
There is no stopping him, and you can't even contain him at this point. He is that talented.
Yeah, I don't know if you have enough game plans to slow him down. How do you guard a guy that good?
We played through the first half. Plenty of basketball, though, left in this one. And Brent, the wrinkle added to the playoff format for 2021, the play-in tournament, really became a hot-button issue last season.
Yeah, it felt like you either were going to love it or you weren't going to like it at all. And I think a lot of people really enjoyed the fact that the last month of the season provided games that had something at stake. And that positioning to get into the 10th slot with an opportunity to get into the playoffs drew the attention of NBA fans and players to keep competing until the very end of the season to take that shot at getting into the postseason. So I really like it.
Third quarter action getting rolling right now, brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Here's who's on the floor. On the court right now for the Trailblazers. At the guard spots, longtime teammates Lillard and McCollum. Covington is at the 4 with Nurkic at the 5. And it's Powell in its small forward.
And hard work on the glass. Once again, guys, they put a lot of effort and focus on the backboard. Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint. And if you're wondering if Ja Morant lacks for confidence, well, look no further than his point god moniker. This kid is fearless, and he's hungry, and he plays with that proverbial chip on his shoulder.
And a bit of a battle here for the ball. The official signals a jump ball here. Covington dishes to Lillard. Tries again. Shot is good off the back rim and in. That's 7 points for Lillard.
And he got a good look at the hands of Covington.
Lillard against Morant. Going inside. There's Jackson with the 3. It's hauled in by the Trailblazers. And Greg, you talk about the fearlessness for Morant, reminiscent of Allen Iverson, the way he throws his body all around.
I mean, get knocked down, get right back up. At the same time, at 6'3", he can add strength to that frame. I know that's the goal of his as he looks to absorb contact and dish out a little of his own.
Portland, they have been perfect at the line so far, albeit just 2 for 2. That free throw, no good.
Well, probably a little draft in the arena tonight. He's the last guy you expect to miss the mark by that much.
Absolutely. Here's what Portland's going with right now. Zeller, he's checked in for Nurkic. Nance comes in for Robert Covington. And it's Simons in for C.J. McCollum. And he sinks the second. 2 minutes into the second half of play now, and the Grizzlies leading by 8. Anderson with the ball. 5 points in the game. And he lays it straight in. Anderson's got 7 points.
I'm sorry, that's poor defense down low again. It's been a mismatch thus far in the paint.
Lillard against Jones. Lillard outside. Tries the spin move. Clock at 4. Simons from outside. It's Clark with the rebound.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
Conchar, the pass to Tillman. Clark sets a screen for Jones. And stolen by Zeller. Now here's Powell. To the middle. Wow. And here at the end of the third quarter, it's a double-digit ball game. Grizzlies out in front, leading by 10. And fourth quarter basketball will be coming your way on 2K Sports right after this. The fourth quarter has arrived. So good to have you with us. Trailblazers trail by 10. So on the floor for Memphis. They've got John Morant. Clark is out there with Kyle Anderson. Then it's DeAnthony Melton. And it's Adams in its center. Now Morant after Robert Covington missed from long range. Some nice passing there by Memphis. Adams' shot is good. Adams has got the lead up to 12 now for Memphis.
They're doing a really good job of getting the ball inside and attacking the paint. That's an area they have completely dominated.
And it's Anderson with the ball for the Grizzlies. The 12-point lead, their biggest of the game. To the inside. Adams' shot is good. Adams has got 4 points in the quarter.
And a lot of times Adams only looks to shoot from that area on the floor. Really knows the limitations in his range.
And Lillard takes to McCollum.
2 minutes.
It's Powell on the wing. Defended by Anderson. Shoots from 12. And that one comes up a bit short.
Well, that's a shot they want just about on every possession if they can get it. He doesn't make them all, but still very much a high percentage look.
Now here's Anderson. Inside. And Adams with the basket on the assist by Anderson. And 12 points for Steven Adams. Trailblazers trail by 16. Powell finds McCollum. 2021 was an unusual season to say the least for players, coaches. Brent, there was a lot to adapt to. How do you think you would have handled the condensed schedule?
It's a good question, Kevin. I think just obviously you'd have work to do and I'd show up every day to do it. And I commend a lot of the players, not just in terms of the level of competition. It was all the other things that they had to do in order to suit up on a nightly basis, not playing in front of crowds. I mean, that is a love of the game type of season that, of course, I hope we never see again because of the circumstances around it. But the players do deserve a lot of credit. And the fans that hung in there and started to show up towards the end of the year to support the players deserve a lot of credit as well. And I'm glad we're through that.
And it's Morant missing. And Portland with the ball. 15-point game. Now Anderson. 29 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. Count that one. And the Grizzlies lead by 17.
and they came in determined to take this one. It's going to be a happy flight home.
Yeah, when you step into an opposing team's arena and you can play with this type of composure, boy, that food tastes good on the way out of town.
McCollum feeling it out a bit. Shoots over Melton. Off target on the 15-footer. So no problem for Memphis as they get the win.
And that's the end
To
of the
come into
game.
an opponent's building and dominate the way they did tonight says, I think, Greg, an awful lot about this team.
I guess they don't need home cooking to feel at home. I mean, Kevin, just a masterful performance all the way around.
It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Thanks very much, Ja. The bench was huge tonight. They came through. How big was their performance?
That just shows you that whoever's coming in the game, just be ready. We got the next man up. When your number is called, just be ready to play. Help us win ball games.
Well, they did that tonight, man. Congrats on the win. Back to you.
All right, David, thank you. Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For Greg Anthony, Brett Barry, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thank you for watching the NBA, presented by 2K Sports. As we leave you with our New Balance Player of the Game, Steven Adams.